Susan from Butts Bees here again, and in this short little video I wanted to do what is basically a small review and a little bit of a lesson. When you get your first pack of bees, you want to be protected until you feel comfortable, and there's a lot of information out there. Wow, she almost got me. When you get your first hive, you want to be comfortable, and so protection is really important. When I go out, I wear jeans, long sleeves, and maybe a shirt over it, and a veil. You can buy the hat if you want, or you can wear your baseball cap and it comes down over your face. Sometimes it can be your life-saving equipment, because it can be, why did I ever get bees when they start stinging you? And I have one now. You can gradually learn to take them off when you get to know your bees, when they're nice, when they're happy, when they're out foraging. Some people never wear it, but I can almost guarantee you most of them began with some sort of equipment on. And then there's your gloves. These are made of some sort of leather. Could be calf skin, could be goat skin. And then this piece is called your gauntlet. Your gauntlet comes all the way up, and it's elasticized so that the bees can't crawl down in. If you notice, my jeans are a bit ragged, and if I go into a hive that really wants to go after me, every single one of them will be able to find their way in. They know exactly, see? They know exactly where the sting spots are. So gloves. I can get gloves on Amazon and eBay, and I'll put some links down at the bottom that are cheap. Your gloves really don't last. Most of my gloves only last a year. But you can pay up to $30 for them. So that's up to you, and generally they're no better. I've never come across them. So I'll put some links down below. You want some gloves because on those days that you have to be in there for whatever the reason and they're stinging you, you want to protect your hands. Gloves. This is the full bee suit. This suit is called a vented bee suit because it has 2 layers of protection, but it's vented. It's not a solid cotton. And if you get into your bee suit, you just step in and zip up. This particular one has zips at the bottom so that you don't have to worry about taking off your shoes, and elastic so that they go over your boots or shoes and the bees don't come up your legs. When you're beginning beekeeping, you should go into your hives in the daylight, not at night, in the sunny days, and between the hours of 10 and 2, or definitely before the evening shows up. So you just slip it on, it goes over all your stuff. If you wanted to, for the heat, you can wear shorts under this. It is pretty good. You don't really get stung a lot, but this is polyester, so if you are using a smoker, you can melt it. So you do have to be really careful. Then you slip it on, and this is for your thumb, so that when you put on your gloves, anyone who's ever worn a snowsuit, they know you have to tuck your gloves in That does that. And then your hat. And you zip up. You zip around here and you zip up. And you're in your bee suit. Very similar to your snowsuit. This particular suit I got from Glory Bee. Had a great price and had a great price on it for a vented suit. You can spend a lot of money on vented suits. The problem with this particular suit from Glory Bee is you want to wash it, and hanging it on the line is about the only way to wash it, and that's because this hood does not come off. Nowhere can it come off. Wow, that got like sticky. So this particular suit, the hood cannot come off. So the funniest part is that it says to wash, remove the hood, and you can't. So I got a discount on a suit, still lots of money. The suit pretty much works, but if you work as hard as we do, 6 hours out here in the heat that can be 90 and above, don't ever swat at a bee. It stinks and you have to wash it on the line. But I went ahead and washed it in a tumble washer, and then this happened. The wire from the hood started to poke through the casing. And I'm still using it because I can't just keep buying and buying and buying because of one little thing. But if I was to buy again, I probably wouldn't buy, at least from Glory Bee, this suit. But I would buy a vented suit again. I don't think that it's absolutely necessary to buy a vented suit unless you can find a much lighter one. Because where I am in the Gulf Coast of Mississippi, it's quite hot and you're gonna sweat anyway, and it's quite hot in Mississippi. Got her. Killed her. Dun dun dun. I'm a bee killer. I don't know if vented suits are all what they're cracked up to be, because you sweat no matter what. Do they let the air through? Yes. You can wear shorts under any full suit. And again, if you're buying, try to make sure that the hoods come off, because nothing's worse than trying to clean your suit while it's hanging on the backyard and you're just using the hose to get it clean. So, if you don't want to get a big suit, you can get one that's just half. Just half. My workers are my family. They choose the full suit. I choose just jeans or shorts. And if things are getting really rough, you just tuck your socks up over your pants. And one other tip. I've found that my hives being close to the ground, if your hives are also on the ground or close, and you wear dark shoes, they tend to go after darker colored shoes, white shoes, light colored shoes, they don't mind. And it may be some people find that this is a tail, that they don't like black. Lots of people wear black out in their hives. That's fine. If they don't attack you, great, good for you. But if you're just beginning, stick with the lighter colors and don't tempt fate, because nothing's worse when the whole hive comes out at you or is after your feet because you wore black shoes and you just don't know why. It's just things to consider. So I cover my hands sometimes, and then I take them off when they're not acting nice and I know I'm not getting stung. And I also keep them with me just in case I just have too many stings for the day. And then I always cover my face, because they can go in your ear, and if you get stung in the nose, it really hurts. And sometimes I think it's more hassle too, but it depends on how many bees are in your yard. If you're at one with the bees, more power to you. I hope that helps you with a little bit about a bee suit, a little bit about veil, and the gloves. And I'll put the links down below. I found a better suit with not a vented suit. I'll put a link to that down below too. Thanks for watching.